I'm David Griffin. It's the 3rd of January 2018 and I'm here at Denby Cricket Club to talk to
Abby Crooks, Sarah Glenn, Hayley Glenn.
Lovely. Well, it's nice to see you ladies. We've got some glamour coming to this project and we're here up at Denby and you've promised you're not going to laugh while we do this interview. But women's cricket is flavour of the month at the moment. We just had the World Cup in England last year and England won it of course. So we'll just start with you. What was your first connection with cricket?
I went to the primary school down the road and did like an introduction or something with the school. So a lot of my friends came up and started quick cricket in Denby and then just stayed at Denby, like progressing through the different teams and like playing quick cricket and then into the ladies team.
Did you have family who were encouraging you or was it just simply that time at school?
No, well, my uncles played for Denby as well.
Right.
So they've always been here, and then with being at the school, they encouraged me to stop.
And do you have a speciality? Batsman, bowler, keeper?
Slogger. I started off as a keeper and a batsman, a batswoman, and then do a bit of bowling now. Not as much keeping as I used to.
Right. Lovely. We'll come back to you in a second. What was your first involvement with?
So basically from my family, they've always been involved. My dad played, my uncle plays, they play together. So I just literally grew up from the day I was born. I think this was the first place I came when I was born, wasn't it?
It actually was. Yeah, so I met her in the car park.
The Denby ladies were playing and I was coming back from the hospital and they knew we were driving past, like, call in, we want to see her, because half my family was already up here. So when people ask, I'm like, literally from Thursday. So I just started in like the juniors on like a Monday night, and then when I got to like kind of 12, 13, I started playing ladies cricket at first, and then got involved with the men's side, and still play up until now really. So that's my first involvement. So it's basically the family.
Right.
Similar sort of story to Sarah. So my dad plays cricket, my uncle plays cricket. Our grandparents were cousins. They sort of did all the managing of the bar and the facilities. So just through that and coming to watch my dad play cricket, I got involved. I do remember actually, he started coaching the juniors. I can remember I was probably about 9 or 10, and we hadn't got any junior teams at that point, and we started on a Monday night doing some coaching. And my grandma got me and my friend doing the tuck shop, selling the sweets at the end of the night and helping with the teas on a Saturday and Sunday. And as much as I enjoyed doing it, I'd sort of looked outside and thought it was a bit more interesting watching everyone else play cricket. So I decided just to get stuck in and started playing probably the age of 10, played quick cricket, under 13s, under 15s, and 17s. And then my dad took me to a training session with the ladies and start playing county cricket from there.
And what's your speciality?
I started as a dodgy bowler and sort of turned into a bit of a batter, sort of probably 17, 18, and stayed as a batter from there.
And I didn't ask you, what do you?
So I bat as well as bowl. I do I bowl leg spin.
Do you really?
Yeah, it kind of basically, I tried to bowl seam when I was younger, but from a young age my wrist just always turned.
Really?
Naturally, it was just like.
So you weren't coached? It just
no, it just kind of went. So I
Wow.
ended up. So they were like, "Well, you turn your wrist every time, so why don't you come spinning?" So I was like, "Okay." So I tried it, and it felt a lot more natural.
Wow.
And so I've just kind of been a leg spin since then.
So what year? When you first started, you're all similar age group. I don't want to be rude here, but when did you first? When you first started, was it dedicated women's cricket, or was there a mix, or what? How did it?
I'm the oldest.
Right.
I know it's hard to believe, but I started playing probably 9 or 10, and there wasn't a ladies' team. There's just a few girls that came along and just practiced on a Monday night. And I initially played with the lads' teams, so just integrated into those teams. And then in 1997, so 21 years ago now, we actually started a ladies' team from that point. So I think I was 12 years old, and myself and another girl who played cricket here, Sarah, we we just got involved and with captain and vice captain and just sort of put an advert out really, got our friends from the club playing and just started like that. We didn't have any skilled players or experienced players, just started from the bottom, and at that time there was an evening league in Derbyshire, so we just entered that and just played evening league cricket, which was 18 overs a side, sort of once a week over the summer, and that developed and just got bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where we started playing weekend cricket, 40 over cricket, which is what is played now.
If I can just stick with you, just because you said right at the beginning you played in integrated cricket.
Yeah.
So was that challenging? Was that were you welcomed? What was it like for you as a female in a very male environment?
When you're young, it doesn't really. You're young. You start when you're all together and you start off, especially on Monday nights, and then you come and you're already in the same boat with the lads.
So it didn't make any difference to you?
No, because when you come, your friends are here as well, so you're all together, then everyone just mixes and you get to know everyone, and no, it doesn't. I don't think it makes a difference when you start off that way and you're already mixing anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. I don't think it makes a difference.
Did you play in mixed cricket or have you?
So I started the same thing with Taylor. I was just kind of the juniors and kind of integrated with the boys, and then I was kind of doing boys, and then about 10, 11, I did like county girls, juniors. That was my first involvement kind of with girls, and then I kind of at the same time I started with the Denby ladies because we'd already been around, and yeah, so that's kind of, I did start with boys, and then I got old enough I played with the men's side, and I still play with the men now. Yeah. And
what's the reaction from opposition when? I mean, because presumably most teams still put all male out.
I do get some surprise. I think that's when it's a bit different, right? Because I was introduced from a young age with the lads. I'm still good friends with them now, and it's completely normal and it doesn't feel anything. I just noticed a difference when I started to play against them. When I got older, they were just like, that girl, like it's a bit unseen, and they'll sometimes talk to you a bit differently because I guess they don't know how to react. So I've had some that in the past, and sometimes they've been like completely accepting of it, and you can tell the difference from when they've had girls at their clubs, because they're just like, they don't change how they bowl or how they bat against you. But then when they've not had it before, they can either be a bit patronising, or they're not always patronising, but they can just be like concerning because obviously they've not experienced it before. Right. So it's been kind of a mix, but since like this year with the World Cup, last year with the World Cup and stuff, since then it's kind of, I've noticed as the season went on, it's getting a bit more normal and a bit more kind of just carrying on with the game rather than making a big deal out of it. Really.
Did the World Cup, did it mean, I don't want to kind of patronise or imply that it would mean more to you, but did the Women's World Cup inspire you, or did it grab your attention particularly because it was women, or?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I know, and you'll probably find the same, but through playing county cricket, sort of being, played against some of the girls that were playing in the World Cup or in the squad. So I think when you've played against, women that play at that level, even though we played against, like me personally, I played against them when I was a lot younger, and when they were a lot younger, you still take an interest because you sort of have overseen their development, if you like. Yeah. So just give this little example, but when we used to play county cricket many years ago, played against Anya Shubsal, when she was, I think, 13, and she was pretty quick. Yeah. But I'd like to just say I hit her for 2 consecutive 4s, cover drives.
Well, there you go. It's on film. It's on film for posterity.
She did bowl me the next ball. You don't really focus on that, but you do take an interest, and it is good as well to see like the women who sort of represent our game and our sport doing so well. Absolutely. And also like I think they've earned the respect from other people. So some people that maybe a little bit critical or didn't really know much about the game know a little bit more now. So tend to just be a little bit more welcoming, I think, with women.
Did you see any of the games live? Did you go to any?
I went to the final.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, we went to the final.
Lovely.
At Lord's, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Did you screech and shout at the end or cry?
I filmed it on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I was like, it's exciting, wasn't it? It's a
Yeah,
weird feeling.
yeah, because
Because not many girls won't sometimes get a big turnout, and
It's full
especially
house, wasn't it?
and
Yeah.
at Lords it is a big, it's quite like it was. I was quite shocked to be fair.
yeah, I'd never been to Lords before. I think they relaxed some of the rules as
Yeah,
well.
so I gather. Yeah.
So
It's an
that-
amazing ground empty, but when
Yeah.
it's full, I mean, and
Yeah.
for a women's final and winning it, I mean, it kind
Yeah.
of like everything ticked every box, didn't it?
Yeah.
Question I've got to ask you: Did women cricketers sledge each other?
Yeah.
Do they talk to each other? Do they? What sort of things do they say then?
They're
Oh,
not,
they are repeatable, of course.
it's a bit. You can tell the difference between women and boys. Like boys are just kind of straight to the point and will just say it. And it's a bit brutal, but it's how it is. Whereas girls, I think they want to say it, but because we're naturally a bit more not nicer, but they'd kind of just say. They'd kind of work around it and give like hints.
Really?
Yeah. It was never really direct.
No, we tried to put it into encouragement of our own team, but
Yeah.
also
Right.
added a little dig
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
at
like
the same time.
a dig within a team. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even describe it. It's like,
I do remember sledging an England player before she was an England player, which is it's quite embarrassing now when you look at it. I won't reveal the player, and I won't reveal what we said. I can. It's similar to what you said, like just a few comments here and there, but yeah, I think it is. It's. I found sort of playing has always been really competitive. I know sort of the ladies, our Denby ladies, when we played in the evening league, we were really competitive, weren't we?
we were, yeah.
Because we went. We were in the league for 10 years, and the last sort of 3-4 years we played really well, really competitive, got a really good team, but we never won the league, so we were absolutely desperate to win the league, weren't we?
Yeah.
So employed all kinds of tactics, extra training sessions and all sorts, which we eventually did win the league, so the effort was worth it. But, yeah.
So what does the average cricket season hold then for a woman cricketer, a lady cricketer? You play for Denby ladies, so is that in a league?
Yeah, so
A Saturday league?
no, it's a Sunday league.
Right.
I think it depends like what level you play at. From my experience, if you play county level, you're sort of playing every week. I think probably an area of development for the women's game is to play more cricket at grassroots level, because like just the Denby team, we don't have as many fixtures in the season as we would like, so you might get 2 or 3 1 month, but then have a month off and then have 2 or 3 the next month. Whereas Sarah, she's playing sort of the county game, so I bet you're playing every single week some form
Yeah,
of women's
like-
cricket, aren't you?
How much of a step up is that in standard then?
Between county and, I mean, I think there is, but it's not. It's kind of different. Like you can tell, it's quite hard to say because quite a lot of the county players play in club, so it's more kind of a differentiation. So at county, it's kind of not more. It still is a team,
Yeah.
but because we're all kind of a bit more, we've trained more, so we've got a bit more experience. It's kind of, it can be a bit not individual, but it's very, as well as team focus. You obviously focus on yourself, but I think at the club level, it's because it's such, you have such a wide variety. You've got new girls coming in and girls that have been playing a long time, and you really notice more of like a team, like drive for that.
Yeah.
So I personally enjoy quite club more because I feel like there's more a bit more meaning to it. But I wouldn't say the standards too different, because I think because there's that more meaning at club level, it makes the game more competitive. Whereas county, it goes through quite a lot of the season. So
Yeah.
that's,
And you're all at different stages of your careers, really, aren't you? What do you, where do you go from here? What ambitions have you got? What do you want to do?
Just to carry on playing and play more, really, I think. So now I can see from when I was younger, like playing every single week and Saturdays and Sundays in mixed cricket and women's. As you get a little bit older and things start to rise, you don't see yourself playing as much. But yeah, just keeping that, I suppose, that drive to want to continue playing and play more is probably the main aim of the game.
And for you?
Well, me personally, I do want to play for England one day. I'm training quite a bit now to get to it, because from a young age I never really thought about it. Like, it was always there, but I never thought I'm going to do all this training. But I think from playing with the boys and training and stuff, and I've had the opportunities to see kind of some of the England girls train, and like especially before the World Cup and stuff in the Ashes. And so when I got to see them train, I thought, oh, I'd quite like that. And then since then I've been a bit more involved, and I just think, oh, that's all I really want now. But I think I've only got that from kind of enjoyment. Starting basically here and starting with playing with people, you know, your friends, and whatever. It makes that enjoyment make me want to train more. Not necessarily to, obviously I love the game, but also to see my friends, to, you know, have that social side. So I think the main reason I want to push that now is because I wouldn't have wanted to if I hadn't have had that. So I think it is all about the enjoyment from the start, which is why if I didn't enjoy it I just wouldn't be as fussed.
Of course.
So
And where's the next World Cup?
in a couple of years.
No, where? Sorry.
Where?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know.
The thing is, it's somewhere wonderful for you, a great opportunity for you to go to the Caribbean or Australia.
It probably will be somewhere wonderful.
Somewhere
soon.
nice and warm. Well, I hope you,
I've just had a complete brain freeze, I don't know. They're already talking about so many tournaments. There's the T20 World Cup in November.
Of course, yeah.
So stuff like that, so much cracking on.
Well, I'm at the back end of my playing career, if you like, and so for me, I think just really to, you know, play cricket when I can, because I still enjoy playing, certainly at Denby, but really like just help bring some younger players through and just try and keep things going for sort of the next generation, if you like, sort of the next Sarahs and then the...
You made an interesting point earlier about the not playing enough games because other clubs have not got a ladies team or a women's team.
Yeah.
How does the game bring that about, so that there is every Sunday afternoon there is a league game for women to play?
I think it's about sort of attracting players. So through Denby we've had like all kinds of different players. Like you've got an Abby who's just an out cricketer who just has always loved cricket, as well as other sports, but he's really committed. But then you've also got other people in your team that his first sport might be hockey, but they make really, really good cricketers because they've got brilliant hand-eye coordination. And then you've got Sarah who sort of plays sort of a level beyond us all, really. So it's about trying to just make training and practice accessible for everybody and enjoyable for everybody, to appeal to more people, to get the numbers through the door, and also just having games and just playing competitive games that make it enjoyable and being consistent with it. I think sometimes, you know, it's hard, I think, keeping things going when there's not the same numbers that there are, let's say, in the men's game. So it does require like sort of a lot of commitment and effort, and you do need sort of a core of people to be the driving force behind it, from my experience, I would say.
Well, listening to you for the last 20 minutes, it's clear that you're all driven and you're all very passionate about your cricket, and hopefully if you can take that passion forward, then the women's game is going to be safe for years and years to come. Thanks ever so much for the contribution you've made, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.